Good morning, students. Today we are going to start our second unit, that is genetics and evolution. As you people are knowing, what is heredity? Heredity means the characters which are going to be passed from one generation to another generation, and that we used to get from our ancestors. Hippocrates and Aristotle in the year 400 BC and 350 BC, they had told what is the basic difference between the parents and their offspring. George John Mendel was considered as the father of genetics, and he had told the mechanism of the heredity. What all variations are going to come. W. Bateson was the first person who coined the term genetics in the 1906. What is variation, children? Variation means the difference which we used to occur, or the variation or the variety which we can see in human beings, in the plants, in the animals. So that all variety will be included in your variation. Variation is of two types, heredity and your environmental. For heredity, children, I am giving you one silly example. At your home, we are having younger brothers and sisters or elder brothers and sisters. They are not alike with us. They are having certain difference with us. So that difference is only included in your heredity variation. Next one is your environmental variation. By the influence of the environment, if any changes are going to take place, that will be included in your environmental variation. What is the importance? We can get more strains of different species, and they will show the struggle against the existence. The next important thing is that particular environmental condition is there that adapt themselves by the situation to survive. Raw materials for evolutions are there. They will show different types of breeders. Breeders means their variations will be present in the nature. Modern genetics, next important topic. It's not important, it's just introduction. George John Mendel, he was a school teacher and he had conducted various experiments in the pea plant. Why he had selected the pea plant? He had selected the pea plant because its lifespan is very small and very easily we can study the generation on generation because of short period of life. Next important thing is that, children, it cultivates a large number of offsprings and progeny. Okay. Then the pea had many sharply defined inherited difference. So many variations are going to be present. Flowers are bisexual. Both male and female reproductive organ are present within the body of the flower. They are enclosed. Okay. So the pollination will be carried out smoothly. Relatively large emasculation pollination is carried out. Homozygous in nature. Because of these following 7 characters, Mendel had selected the pea plant. Okay, children, just go through once these 7 contrasting characters, why he had selected the pea plant. You can see this typical structure of plant. Flower, pod is there. Shape of the seed, pod, stem. This all are the reasons why he had selected the pea plant. Now we will see the children important topic, that is, he had conducted the experiments and he gave the cross. The first one is your monohybrid cross. By the name itself it is clear that when the crossing is going to be take place by a pair of single contrasting character. By a pair of single contrasting character. So pure dominating contrasting character is going to be crossed with pure recessive character. Okay. Capital T is representing your tall, that is pure, and small t is your dwarf, that is pure recessive. This one, see, children. Capital T, small t. So this T and this T is your gametes. From each parents you can get the gametes. This one. From this and this you will get capital T and capital T, 2 gametes. Here also 2 gametes. So here only one we had seen. After that, what happened, children? As you can see, here this one, how it had been formed, it had been not formed. Actually this one is wrong. Here what it will come, capital T small t. Make correction in your textbook. Okay children, so this capital T small t is going to be crossed with capital T small t. When it is crossed, what happens again? It will form the gamete, and it is a hybrid one. As you can see, the phenotypic, that is morphologically they are tall in nature, and when we will see the genetic characteristics, both the dominating as well as the recessive is present. So here that will be hybrid one. So when they will see, we will found that capital T small t, capital T small t. This type of structure you will get. That is this particular one. I hope everybody had understood up till this. Then next see children, simple crossing is there. How the crossing will be carried out, that you see. Capital T, capital T. Capital T, small t. Capital T, wait. Again see. Capital T, capital T. Capital T, small t. Means the first gamete is going to be crossed with the gametes of the second parents. Then again, small t, capital T. Small t, small t. So children, this we can write in a tabular form also. Okay. See children, how the crossing will be done. Okay. Capital T, small t, capital T, small t. So in this manner also you can write. This is known as your quadrant manner. Okay. So here capital T pure ones you will get. Small t pure ones you will get. And this capital T small. So ratio you can see in genotypic ratio, that is the genetic ratio. Genetic ratio means how the genes are arranged. So in that 1:2:1. And in phenotypic ratio, this all are representing the tall plants. So it will be your 3:1. I hope everybody had understood this one. Very important children. Learn the monohybrid cross. Prepare the notes thoroughly. Okay children. Next class we will go for the dihybrid cross. Thank you. Take care.